well, good night. This is getting posted and it's actually getting recorded quite late because Divine wants to post it at his hour. And that is 00 dot dot 00. That is, sorry, 0011 as I said that. So that's why I kind of laughed a little bit. So, true as we say, you always save the best for fucking last. Here, we're going to get into it. Like, I don't even know, should I even stop this and go get my glasses? I hope I won't need them, but I'm going to do my best, okay? Because I've just written so fucking small. Oh my god, okay? So, we're going to be talking about these leeches, okay? And that's what they are. They're leeches. Wait till I get to the end of this. Your world's going to know why I call these leeches. They're scum. Anyway, who have sucked the living life out of me since June of 1982 when I was born. I have already explained this, but just to recap very quickly. They have always, Mark's parents have always binded themselves to him into every incarnation since, thinking that he was the valuable twin. To harvest off. They knew it would be a boy, so they hit the jackpot and be rich. So after having 2 girls, he had to stick with greedy Mary until they had his son in April 1972. Mark was born and into near poverty. Now, they did on their own. They didn't own their own house at this stage and actually lived with her mother, whom is a lovely woman, besides Mark's soul grandmother, but also my soul family too. So she hates her own daughter Mary, karmic daughter might I add, with a passion. Mary, it will be her taking you personally out of this universe. She brought you in, she thinks it's only fair that she takes you out considering what you've done with your fucking life. Okay, she is escorting you to hell along with my other ancestors. Mary, don't believe anything other than that. And if Mark is trying to convince you of others like he did the others, don't listen to him. She's taking you out of here with my ancestors, the rest of them, because she's my ancestor. So they fragmented Mark's soul at 1 week old, and nothing did they get. Just after Mark's 4th birthday, the deadbeat's father was out of there. He'd be cheating all the time, and let's just face it, he was only there for the fucking money. He wasn't there for love. He was only there for this son that was going to give him this fucking wealth. Yeah? This is what he decided in another incarnation. All 3 of them, Paul, Mary and Paul's brother Peter, continued and went to great lengths, but he was truly worthless to them all, not just to him, but to them all. He was their leg up in the world and nothing less. This evil mother beat him every day of his life. Paul the Ponce, who was an aspiring astrologist, figured from his birth chart when his twin flame would be born. He figured this out when Mark was aged 7. Only 3 more years to go. Yeah, because 10 years between me and Mark. Let me tell you what these scumbags had to their name when I was born. Because this is going to give you a good idea exactly what they had and what they have now. You will fucking see just how much they're fucking leeches. Right, where am I? Because this is very, very small. Okay, where am I? Yeah, so 3 years to go. So let me tell you what these scumbags had to their name when I was born. Mary, right? Because you gotta remember, when I was born, they were separated. So yeah, he left her. Mary got £25 a week maintenance and lived with her own mother. Okay? Paul lived at home with his father and had 400 old Irish pounds in the AIB bank. Remember, this is June of 1982. This is what they had up till my birth. Peter also lived at home. He too, like Paul, was on the fucking dole. They'll be out. Right? Mary now lives in a 3-bedroomed house in Lansdowne Road worth €2.4 million. She drives a white 2021 Mercedes-Benz worth €100,000. All right, Mary. She has 3 bank accounts. One is AIB. She has €77,000. Her old age pension. I have a problem with you, Mary, and I'll get to when I get to the end of this. Her old age pension is paid into that, and she rarely touches it. The second bank account is a Bank of Ireland bank account. Her monthly maintenance Paul pays of €7,000 per month. The total in that account is over 500,000, so that's €500,000. Her third bank account, you listen, I got to shake on. This is what they need to be interested in. Her third bank account is in an offshore account in Finland. But this is in her maiden name of Ryan. Total amount in that is €4.5 million. Isn't that right, Mary? You greedy bitch. Mary has never had a job. Never paid any tax in this country. And clearly is dodging our revenue commissioners continuously through tax, besides claiming the state pension. She's claiming the state pension and she's getting €7,000 a month maintenance. You are a greedy bitch. Do you know like what is going on in this country? The people don't have money and you're not even touching that money. You don't even need that money. You are the greediest. I swear to God, you are so fucking greedy. Because at least these two other ponces don't have the fucking audacity to go claim off the fucking state when they don't even need it. Well, they're going to need it fucking now anyway. But anyway. So this greedy bitch, and that is exactly what you fucking are. You're going to go down in history, Mary. Because you haven't even declared the maintenance of €7,000 that Paul gives you. You didn't even declare that to social welfare, did you, Mary? Oh, you're a fucking bitch. Screwing everybody. That's what you are, screwing everybody. Me, in the States, cheek. Actually fucking cheek with you. So she will go down in history, Fine's already said it, as the greediest woman. Everything will be seized this week from you, Mary. You will be arrested for a multitude of things. Let me tell you that, a multitude of things. She has also spent in this 41 years of my life. You ready for this? She has spent €10 million of my money. 41 years. What kind of a life are you living, Mary? Because you never worked a fucking day or paid a fucking penny tax. You don't even know what it's like to go out and have to work for and support your kids. I've supported your kids, Mary. I have. Get up on my back and ride me all together, girl. I won't be working out any type of a payment plan for you, by the way, Mary. Actually, I won't be for anybody, let me tell you that. But I'm not allowing you to stay in that house until you die. You can pack your fucking bags too. Now we're going to get to Peter, Paul's brother. He owns 20 properties, including the one he lives at in the K Club in Kildare. Isn't that right, Peter? All 20 properties are worth €72 million. Alright, Peter. Peter has 2 cars, mind you. Two. A Rolls Royce worth 15 million and a Jaguar worth 2 million. He has 4 bank accounts. Listen up, I'm going to shake hand. This is what you want to be interested in. He's got one in the AIB with €7.8 million. He's got one in the Bank of Ireland with €4 million. I know you know the Irish ones. This is where you need to listen. Number 3, Cyprus. €25 million he has in a bank account in Cyprus. And the 4th bank account is Finland as well. Same advisors. €100 million he has in a bank in Finland. He has spent in these 41 years of my life over €200 million of my money. You two are being arrested. All those properties will be seized because you're not going to fucking need them where you're going, Peter. You're fucking scum. Now we're getting to the biggest scum of them all, Paul. Well, I don't know. He's certainly the richest. He's certainly the one who took the most. But where did you see Marx? Where did you see what he got? Okay, Paul lives in a €35 million house in Blackrock that I myself, that I will be moving into, by the way, Paul. I will be moving into that 35 million mansion in Blackrock. Why not? I've had plenty of clairvoyant images of myself being there. And actually I have had clairvoyant images. So yeah, I'm going there, Paul. You're out. So you enjoy your last night in those satin sheets. He legally owns over 40 properties. worth 200 million euro. Apple, the eye daughter, is living in a 13 million euro house 4 doors away. Imagine that, Fuzzy. Did you get something for 13 million? Listen to this now, Fuzzy, because you're going to snap. But if you don't do something wrong with you. Anyway, no, 30 million euro house 4 doors away from him. She's the only one of his children he has given the deeds to the house to. She legally owns that, and she won't for much longer, but she's the one who technically legally owns any of those properties. None of those other kids own the properties. He has it all. Paul has 4 cars and 2 chauffeurs, might I add. A Jaguar worth 25 fucking million, Paul. Another one worth 10 million. A Lexus worth 5 million. And a Ferrari worth 4 million. Paul has 20 bank accounts. First one, AIB, he's got 40 million in it. Second one, AIB, he's got 77 million in it. Third one, AIB, he's got 200 million in it. Fourth one, Bank of Ireland, 1 billion. Fifth one, Bank of Ireland, 2 billion. 11 as I said that one. Ooh. Sixth one, Bank of Ireland, 10 million. Seventh one, Permanent TSB, 14 million. Eighth one, TSB, 4 million. Ninth one, TSB, 500,000 euro. 10th one, Ulster Bank, 40 million. 11th one, Ulster Bank, 15 million. 12th one, Cyprus, 40 million. 13, Cyprus, 13 million. The 14th bank account, Belgium, 43 million. 15th is Belgium again, 19 million. 16th is Finland, 70 million. The 17th one is in Finland again. I feel like I'm reading out the fucking singing competition shit. Finland, 34 million. The 18th bank account is in Greece, 4 million. The 19th one is in Greece as well, 17 million. And the 20th bank account is in Nigeria, 2 billion. 2 billion in Nigeria alone. You greedy fuck. Paul has spent over, in these 41 years of my money, Paul has spent over 500 million of my money. This entire universe will despise the ground you walk on, Paul. Despise it. You've done and robbed and fleeced a single mother. I'll get into more how I've been suffered and endured by this scumbag. One thing even robbing all that from me. Wait till you hear this. Now we're getting on to Mark. Scum. Mark lives in a £2.4 million house in South Park in London. He owns an apartment in Turkey worth 150,000 British pounds. Mark has 4 bank accounts. One in Barclays, he's got £4.2 million. The second one is Barclays, he's got 400,000 pounds. Sorry, about the euro, pounds. The third one is in Cyprus, he's got 4 million. And the fourth one is in Cyprus too. He's got another 1 million there. In the last 4 years, since Mark, because Mark is only doing it 4 years, you've got to remember the other 3 scumbags have been doing it for 41. So in the last 4, in the last 4 years since he's harvested in his own right, because let's face it, from age 10 upwards, Mark has been living off of fucking me. I've supported them all. Right. So in the last 4 years, Mark has spent 4 million euro. Everything's going to be seized from you too, Mark. Except the property you bought my soul son Dara. But he is to be told by lunchtime tomorrow who's really bought it for him. That's the divine's order, not mine. So who and Mark has spent my money on in these 4 years? £20,000 engagement ring for Rena, the prostitute. £25,000 on a white BMW 5 Series for Rena, the prostitute. 35,000 sterling on the wedding to marry Rena, the prostitute. 40,000 British sterling pounds on designer shopping sprees to style his prostitute Rena. £20,000 on heroin for his prostitute Rena. 70,000 divorce settlement from his prostitute Rena. 20,000 euro or sterling on plastic surgery, dental and Botox for the prostitute Rena. 20,000 on holidays for many people. 20,000 from 5-star restaurants. I hope you have diarrhea for every day of your fucking lives. 5,000 on expensive fucking wine. Your fucking alcohol like your mother. 15,000 on Rolex watches. 45,000 on a Jaguar car. 100,000 British sterling on designer clothes. Mark has also spent 20,000 on Botox for himself. This is the best one, I think. Mark has spent £20,000 euro. I stand corrected. 20,000 euro. Mark has spent on a car for his ex-wife number 1 in May of this year, 2023. I think I've been demanding my money back since before then. While my child is forced to walk to school because of him and his family, he goes and buys his first wife a car for 20,000 euro. Wife number 1, I'm having that car seat. You can get a fucking bus. You got buses all around you. I fucking don't. What they've done to me and what they personally cost me. Now we're getting into what they've actually cost me, because this is what they took, but this is what they fucking cost me. One thing even taken, but this, you ready? 2 cars worth 15,000 euro, black magic. Loss of earnings 150,000 euro, other black magic. Electrical appliances over 7,000 euro, black magic. Fire damage in my kitchen, 15,000 euro, black magic. My health and healing, between me having to get massages, me having to go to different specialists because of all the voodoo they were doing on me, over 4,000 euro. So there we have what they've actually cost me. Now we're going into the black magic. 4 years of constant voodoo. Mark, Rena, Fuzzy and Paul all have voodoo dolls of me, Eileen and my mother. 7 suicide rituals, mostly on me. 3 on Eileen, 2 on Chloe and 2 on my mother. 27 death rituals on me and 14 on Eileen. 1 cancer ritual on me and 1 on Eileen. So the gang stalking payments. Stephanie was paid 4,000 euro into her Bank of Ireland account. Don't worry, cards, I have that account number because she actually still owes me the money, you fucking greedy bitch. And she was paid 7,000 euro via fucking PayPal. Gina, the wicked stepmother, was paid 2,000 euro into her Bank of Ireland account. Ashlyn, the prostitute that lives in my estate, got over 8,000 euro to date via PayPal. And Jimmy, the pimp, was paid 14,000 euro to his AIB account. Okay. Right, which are we getting into? Yeah, that's nice. Right. What do you make of that? We're not sick of you. These greedy, greedy people. There's more. So, the smearing of my name. Let's just face it, everyone's heard this shit. Bev was paid £14,000 lodged by Mark in October 2009 into her Barclays account. Another £10,000 was paid in February 2020 into her Barclays account. 3 book deals worth £75,000, that's including editing, publishing, writers' fees, etc, etc, etc. Bev paid Christine in Cork 2 payments by PayPal. One was 550 euro and the second was 2,500 to smear my name in with these lies that they've all made up in Ireland. That's a crime, in case you didn't realise, lads, yeah? So what did Mark then pay to this dying coven? Rena, the prostitute, was paid over £200,000 by Mark to personally torture me. And then you paid a Mark. Fuzzy got £100,000 by Mark. Louise got £50,000. Lee got £25,000. Stariogo was paid £40,000. She got a bit of dick though as well, didn't she? Mandy got £20,000. Rena's mother, Mama, got £100,000. Stephen got £25,000. And his daughter Nina was paid for €15,000. These are the people that they paid to torture us for the last 4 years with black magic around the fucking clock. That's how much they paid. My money. Who am I to do his own money? My own money to torture me. Okay, so how has he tried to personally hurt me? He's done black magic on family court proceedings to go in my ex's favour, resulting in more emotional damage to Eileen that I was trying to protect, yeah? Put me in hospital in October 2019 with her voodoo dolls, causing Eileen more anxiety, fully knowing it would trigger her separation anxiety. Stalked most of my family on social media. Done black magic on every close friend of mine, mediums, psychics and healers. Both my parents, my stepdad, my 3 soul children, my neighbour and my soul father. Relentlessly attacked my finances. I've got huge long list, long. So I'd have no clients, income, money, success. They have binded on my YouTube channels, all my social media, so I don't get the views that I used to at the beginning. He has hacked my website, my work phone, personal phone, Eileen's phone. Many other attempts on Facebook, Google and YouTube, but they failed. My bank card has been misused. I had to cancel it. My business account. Black magic was done to stop a new card coming. It took 1 month to finally get a business card again because he was listening to the phone calls and I was waiting on the card, no card coming. I had to eventually sit there when I got back and do so much black magic to reverse that I finally got a fucking bank card. Bank of Ireland can actually say they had issued out a few times, yeah? Right, he listened to all my fucking calls like a creep. Has turned so many people against me with lies and black magic and incited many to fucking hate me. 1,000 curses he's personally put on my soul. Black magic on both my daughters, their father, so they would have no relationship and feel utterly abandoned by him. They got over it though, Mark, do you know what I mean? I think he done him a fucking favour big time in the long run, do you know what I mean? 7 times Marcus personally tried to murder me with rituals and black magic. Does black magic on my new partner to dump me. Set up escort profiles with my work pictures. So the pictures on my work profiles, he set up escort profiles with those pictures. Set up accounts and dating sites with Eileen's pictures to sell child porn pictures via PayPal. Clearly whatever, if anything has been fucking sold on that, it is not my daughter. Fact. Clearly. Okay. He ruined my daughter's confirmation day. Him and his sister Fuzzy put Eileen in hospital in August 22 with E. coli poisoning and celebrated massively afterwards. Just like they actually did. Him and Rena celebrated when they put me in hospital in October 2019. Oh, they had a right time. For 3 years, his coven, directed by him, has tortured Eileen in school. Friends suddenly turning on her, shouting and abusing her, not talking to her, falling out. Two of her boyfriends to dump her. Demons put on her, us all constantly, on my parents and me. Has tortured my 2 cats. Well, the 2 cats, especially my cat, the other cat is Eileen's, my cat Angel, they've tortured her more than anything. He is gang-stalked, harassed, bullied, cheated on me, lied, gaslighted to me, bad-mouthed me in the spiritual communities. So now we're going to talk how it was bad-mouthed. What were these lies that they were all being paid to say? And some actually just did it for fucking free, let me tell you, because they're nothing better to do. I was a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian. I was a bad mother. I'm not a bad mother. I'm mentally unstable. Projection. I'm a drug addict. That's your prostitute you're cheating on me with, yeah? Oh yeah, I'm a prostitute and escort. Projection. I'm a knacker. Because my ancestor 5 generations back, we found out from the TV show, actually with a gypsy woman. But I'm a knacker. Never even knew until this program came out. I'm a shit psychic and I'm fake. I'm a fake psychic. And the best bit is, I cheated on him. And I cheated on you, you fucking gimp. Okay, now I want to get to Sonia. Now this is something, Sonia, I only found out today, so I am pretty fucking pissed off for this because it's pretty fucking raw, right? So I was very good to Sonia. I did free reading once on her niece when her niece was in despair. Doc what was doing and done the fucking reading for her niece, no fucking problem. I also did, when I learned that new healing, I did a 5-week healing session of my combination healing on her for free, which was really fucking deep, transformative as well. Yeah. I did 2 readings on her, which we actually said would swap. I do a reading on her, she'd do a reading on me. I never did get those 2 readings, did I, Sonia? No, I don't give a fuck. I just want to put this out here, yeah? So Sonia stopped talking to me in August 22 when Mark and his family put Eileen in the hospital. That was the last time that I have spoken to Sonia. Twice in my presence, Sonia was racially targeted, okay? Which I stood up for both those times, right? Once was on our teacher training course on the first weekend, where one of the guys there had said to her something about your kind, and I went, and I am actually so fucking mad. I'm like, what kind is he on about? What are you on about? What kind? Anyway, he was referring to her skin colour, okay? Obviously, he didn't fucking come back after that weekend. He wasn't allowed back because of what he did to Sonia. Everybody was pretty much fucking disgusted that in, well, what year was that? 2019, that you'd actually have someone say something like that, but hey ho, fucking ignorance is everywhere, right? The second instance of Sonia being racially targeted was me, a different Christine from Cork. Sonia was in the middle, Christine was here and I was here. We came back from our course that day and we went out to the beer garden of the Premier Inn in Basildon. There was loads of people there, there was a crowd there to be fair. So we sat down, we were waiting to order our food. And this woman came fucking charging up and literally, Sonia was in the middle, directed at her, where is my handbag? We just sat down, like, do you know what I mean? We just sat down, we didn't even look, we were kind of looking, what are you fucking on about? Where's the handbag? But she didn't look at me or Christine, she looked straight at Sonia. And even Sonia put her up, why are you looking straight at fucking me for? Why? Do you know what I mean? Now, me and Christine didn't open our mouth, so she didn't know what nationality we were. Do you know what I mean? We could have been British for all fucking she knew, but obviously we were both Irish. She did. She was accusing Sonia for her fucking colour. Me and Christine were quite fucking upset and fucking hurt over that. As well as what Sonia was quite upset and hurt. And too fucking right you would be, wouldn't you? Anyone would be. Okay, so this is where my issue, I just had to remind you this, Sonia. Right? So you listen up now. Because you know all that did happen. Yeah? Okay. So, when I did my first truth bomb, Sonia was a little bit worried about it. And I said to Sonia, because this is what the divine said to me. I said to Sonia, just trust me. I know what I'm doing. Because I'll be getting my guidance. You know, I'm getting for a very long time what to do. But Sonia didn't trust anyway. Okay? So Sonia, you've called me an Irish bitch. Why are you bringing my race into that? Queen bitch. That's why I prefer to be called. Why are you bringing Irish bitch? Why are you making a distinction of my fucking race? And all Sonia's also been saying, I was a bad soul, all because, listen to this, the divine, which is through me, the divine has demanded you, like the rest, that Mark has given loans to out of my money. The divine had ordered me to put that out there. That money had to come back to me. That was a divine's order, not mine. But I was a bad soul? Were you not a bad soul looking for this fucking money when you knew from my community down you were watching all that he was costing me? And that was my money. And yet you had the audacity to go asking for loans. No, that was my money. And I was a bad soul because the divine ordered me to tell you have to pay it back. I'm the bad soul. That has to be fully returned to me, Sonia. I don't think you seem to understand that. See, Mark gave people loans out of that money as well. I didn't even talk about that and the rest of that there. Okay, but this is the thing I have a problem with, just Sonia, right? So, I'm in the IRA according to you because I'm Irish and I'm pro-Irish. Do you remember when the media gave Stormzy a hard time? Now, you know Stormzy, you've met him, you even sent me a picture of you with Stormzy. Remember when Stormy wanted to fund the little black kids in their education for the disadvantaged children that were black? Remember that? When he was doing something for those kids that were disadvantaged, which was a fucking wonderful thing that he did it. Remember the media hopped on him and said he was racist? There was nothing racist about what he was doing. He was being pro-black and helping disadvantaged black children. I don't see how he was being racist, but that the media attacked him for that, right? So now you're saying, because I'm Irish, born in the Republic of Ireland, and I'm pro-Irish, that I'm IRA. IRA are terrorists nowadays, Sonia. Now, I'm not talking 29, I'm not talking before 1916. Before 1916, they're not terrorists. They're freedom fighters, Sonia. They fought for our freedom. I wouldn't be sitting here being able to do what I'm doing today if it wasn't for fucking them, yeah? After that, what's going on now? There's someone over there. But I'm not a fucking terrorist, so how dare you fucking label me IRA because I'm fucking pro-Irish? Yeah? How dare you? It's your fucking pal Mark that has been terrorising people here. Wake up. You seem to forget something here, Sonia. So I don't know what's going on, that you seem to forget this. But I want to bring you back down a little bit memory lane, because this was even before my time, Sonia. Do you remember? No blacks, no dogs, no Irish. How fucking dare you? How dare you accuse me of being IRA, a terrorist, and calling me an Irish bitch? Why, Sonia? Why? Why actually did you feel the need to do this? Because I'm demanding my money back. I'm demanding that of everybody, Sonia. It's not just fucking you. Do you not realise that? Fucking shame on you, Sonia, for doing that, because actually, by even saying those things, it's you're the fucking racist. I've never brought any race into anything. I've never brought skin colour into anything. I've stood up for you when you were racially being fucking targeted like that. And only because of the colour of your skin. It's probably the first time I've ever seen, like, to actually witness that and see it with my own eyes. That hurt me, that it was being done to you. Look what you just done to me, Sonia. Look at the things you've been saying to me. So, this is the true saying, what I want to say to people. It's like, Divine, don't ever worry about people leaving your life. It's not that Sonia left my life. The Divine took her out of my life. Because the Divine was hearing conversations and things being said about me behind my back. That's what you call divine protection there, Sonia. That was your little spiritual test. How were you behind my back? And that's exactly what the Divine heard you saying, behind my back. That's fucking really shameful, Sonia. You would really want to be ashamed of yourself. Like all these other people who have fleeced me, robbed me, lived the life off of me. Yeah. And like, am I talking about that? Yeah. It's like with Paul, like Paul's not even satisfied. You see, everything now Paul has lived off me, what he's robbed, what he's bought for everybody, yeah? But that's not enough for Paul. Do you know what Paul wants for the next lifetime? Do you know what Paul has binded to my soul? Now Paul, get out of it, you fucking game. Everyone binded this. Paul wants to be my husband. He's binded himself to be my husband in my next incarnation, so he can leech and live off me again. And here's the best bit. Do you know who he wants to be? Our children. Yeah, we're going to have 3 children. According to this, Paul's fucked up. We're going to have 3 children. Guess who the 3 kids are going to be? Fuzzy, Rena, and Nina. His 2 soul daughters. One is biological in this lifetime, and his biological and soul granddaughter. That's who is binded to my soul, to have 3 kids with me for this. But Paul, again, I'm going to remind you, you need to go back to Satan there and ask him the terms and conditions of this war. Terms and the conditions of this war, Paul, is when you leave, you ain't ever coming back here for another incarnation. Now, what in a million years made you even think that I want to marry someone like you? Do you know what I mean? So, like, what is even going on there? This is your mentality. You just want to be fucking rich again, yeah? There's only one thing I can say to you, Paul. Why don't you get a fucking job? Because I've supported 2 of your wives. You can tell your fucking second wife as well. I'll come for that house as well. Not my fucking problem. I'm not paying these women any more maintenance. Why should I be paying maintenance, supporting your kids, supporting fucking grandkids, paying for fucking holidays? And when I say grandkids, I'm not talking about Dara at all, actually. Dara's entitled to that. He was the only person who's entitled to that. Dara can keep that. Dara must know. Now, I'm also being told to get my stone. I'm going to change this battery. By now, if you don't know, when I get this done, it means the Divine wants to speak through me. Sometimes a lot of time when it's just, I'm channeling stuff, it's crystals, but when it's this is the Divine stone, okay? So the Divine does want to speak here. We're going to sit with it. Okay, so I think it's important that we define what has been happening here and what has been going on. We are heading to the new earth, which Amy Mary will be leading us into. There will be massive changes on a very grand scale, starting from midnight tonight. He does want to offer, I know, me congratulations on winning this war. But he really wants to commend the Angarda Síochána for the work and the effort they've put in these last 4 years. For at least 3 of these undercover guards within these lodges who have listened to their gut, who listened to the voice of him, whether they knew it was him working or listening or talking to them. They have followed the instructions. They have been guided. They've been guided by many people. They've been guided to me too, is what he just said. I was the last person needed to fill in the little dots for what they needed. And personally, like, as I say, that's no problem. There's going to be worldwide shocks with this. And there's going to be many people crying tomorrow for what they've done in their lives, for the choices they've made. There has been many people led astray. Many people have been swayed off their paths. Many people have abused their spiritual gifts for the dark side. Many people have used mediumamymarie, Hanson, he's saying, for her divine wealth. My divine wealth has been used to fund the Freemasons. A lot of my money has been used and given to dark souls. Too many dark people with dark energy have benefited from divine energy, divine wealth. Too much dark, malicious practice has come into this universe. This is his universe. There will be an outright ban coming into effect in nearly every country in this universe. It has been catastrophic to watch everything unfold into Amy Marie's life, to see the lengths and breadths that these demonic fools have gone to. Clearly, as I have already said, I was not the only person who was targeted here. I was not the only divine soul. But God has an army of angels around me to protect her, to guard her, and to keep her safe. There's no one touching a hair on her head, hers me. There's nobody touching a hair on her head or her precious Eileen, who is so angelic and pure, unlike Mark's whore. There will be no more voodoo being done on us. It is time now for you to fully reap what you have sown. And remember this, Mark. Your mission may have been to sway as many divine souls off their path on behalf of the Freemasons. But that wasn't your real mission. You should have really actually checked your Akashic records to see your real mission here. The only divine soul that the Freemasons managed to sway off their path was only Mark. Only Mark. With the promise and the lure of all this money and great wealth, you will be penniless now. What are you going to do when the wrinkles start coming back and you got no money for Botox? You are an utter disgrace to the light side. I don't even need to say this. You are an utter disgrace to all your ancestors in the spirit world. You have nothing, only dark guides guiding you. Your own grandmother is being kept hostage and hasn't been able to guide you because of what your family have done to you. Your family are all doing black magic on you for you to get back with Rena and to remarry her. You know why? Because Rena's HIV positive and has known since May of this year. And the amount of spell work that has been done on you to go sleep with her and to go sleep with Anthony. We know Anthony watches my videos. Anthony, over 6 weeks ago you had unprotected sex with Rena. You need to be tested. You need to be tested. There's also, to remind Rena, there is laws against knowingly having unprotected sex when you have been diagnosed HIV positive. You have broken those laws as well. Rena, you will go to prison in Ireland, and you won't fare out well here in an Irish prison, considering what you have done to me, Eileen, for absolute no reason. You have benefited nearly the most after Mark from my divine energy, my divine wealth. You are a prostitute, the lowest of the lowest in this universe, and yet he gave you everything belonged to me. You need to get a job, Mark, at some stage and figure out how you're going to pay back this money. And last but not least, there's still 1 or 2 surprises for you, Mark.